Good morning. We're back at the farm today here. We, didn't make a video yesterday. I spent most of the day on the road, was judging FFA contests, doing some other stuff. I didn't end up going to Berkey to show those bins because a guy didn't want to come and look at them with stuff in it. Whatever, it's fine. Anyway, we're working on our anhydrous applicator today. We should get most of this done. Our parts came yesterday, so and we got Brock here, so we should get most of this done. I don't know if we'll get through it all or not, but he's going to keep pulling the row units apart. We're replacing bushings and pins on the closing wheel arms. We're putting new boots on. Just checking everything out. Well, now we just got a mess of confused parts here. It's easier to take a bunch of them apart at once and go through and do stuff. He's got all the new bushings put in these arms. We've got these first two done and put back together, and just kind of keep working our way down the line here, a little bit at a time. I want to take this. Did you take these gauge wheel arms apart? Clean that up? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm taking these bolts here out so we can clean that grease groove out of there, like I showed you the other day. That groove, this one's not so bad, actually. Yeah, it's not great, but yeah, that's actually decent grease. A lot of these have been just packed full of dirt and that kind of stuff. This one, some of that grease is actually green. Not so bad. Now we got three of them back together. Brock's getting the boot ready for this one. This row here has this big line on it. This is the vapor line. So the way these anhydrous coolers work, basically anhydrous is a gas under pressure, under so much pressure that it becomes a liquid. And we want to keep it as liquid for as long as possible because it's hard to meter a gas. And so these coolers keep it at a cold temperature so that it stays liquid, basically, to get through our flow meter and our valves and then to each of these distributors where then it breaks out and eventually it comes out as liquid, turns to a gas really fast. But the way that it does that is essentially by bleeding off a little bit of that gas. It causes it to cool down, and so you get these lines coming off the side here that are vapor, the vapor that it bleeds off. And rather than venting that to the atmosphere, we inject it into the soil. It is a minuscule amount of actual nitrogen, but puts it in the ground rather than in the air, I guess. I don't know. I'm not super, I don't have a super great understanding of how this all works, but essentially that's it. It's like how if you have a propane tank and you just kind of open the valve and let it come off, eventually you get ice crystals on it because it's getting so cold as the propane's coming out of that tank. The anhydrous does the exact same thing. This is setting up to be a pretty boring video today because it's the same thing over and over. We got 4 done. We just went to lunch. I think this is only the 3rd clip I've recorded today. It's just, I've already shown it all, but this is what we're working on. Well, we're making some progress across here. Got to this one. I got this bushing and grease groove cleaned out and was going to put the boot back on and noticed that's pretty wobbly. This side bolt is loose and this bolt is loose, so we gotta find our, I think this one's a 19 millimeter, that one's an 18 millimeter. Weird why they're different, but it's what they are, so we'll find our tools, the right wrenches. Much better. I want to check this row over a little extra good. The front bushings seem okay, but this is the one that follows in behind the tire tracks. And so it should have a little bit more wear on it. Do I have my tape measure? I do, right here. I can measure this blade. Maybe. Hey, I'm talking over here. 21 and a half about. Some of the other ones have been 21 and 3/4. So yeah, it's got a little bit more wear on it maybe. But not bad. Yeah. So it's following the tractor tracks all the times. So the difference with this bar and the reason that it's 15 shank and like our corn planter, even when we were running a 16-row corn planter is, right, so when we're planting, we don't want the tracks to be where the rows are. And so the tractor tracks or the tractor tires on a tractor with duals or whatever always go between the rows on a planter, which means you have a row just offside or what would go between the duals and then just offset of center, and same on both sides. You would straddle 4 corn rows in between the tracks on this tractor. But when we're side dressing and we're putting anhydrous on, obviously we don't want the row units to run right on the corn. We need it to run in the middle of those rows. And so where we're not planting into a track, we do have to put anhydrous in through that track. Otherwise we'd have to either run over the corn or we'd be putting the anhydrous on right on the corn. We don't want that. So that's why they do that. There is a row dead center right in the middle, and we really only have 3 rows between the tracks, but there's 2 right behind it. You're still 4 corn rows in between it. So it's just, the spacing is a little bit different, and because you have that 1 row right in the center, you have to end up with an odd number of rows in order for it to be even for the same number of rows on each side. And that's why we're 15 instead of 16, and how all of that math makes sense. It works. My trucks are here. Just looked out the window. There's 2 of them sitting down at the seed warehouse. So we're over half done with that bar. Brock's got all the rest of the rows apart and getting stuff changed. We might get it even done today. At least the row unit side of it. We'll have to look through and see if there's anything else we need to do, but we're getting there. Anyway, let's go see what we got for corn today. Well, there's the first truckload of corn. I don't know if I like that pallet sitting way up there like that. I guess it's all right, but we gotta save space, but we don't want to drop a pallet of corn. That would be expensive. So anyway, there's another truck. We'll get him unloaded too. We had 6 boxes and a whole bunch of pallets and bags. First bags in the barn this year. So wasn't quite the whole truck. He's got like 2 more pallets on there. Must go somewhere else. I think we got the whole other truck here, but we'll find out, I guess. I had to run and get my boys. I forgot. I almost forgot. I didn't forget. I almost forgot. Anyway, I had to pick them up from school today, so Brock unloaded that second truck for me. And now we're back here working on this. We've got a third one coming here in a half hour or so. Once it gets here, we'll go unload that one, and then I'll show you what all we got down there. Well, we're making progress here. Down to the last 5 rows to get put back together. Brock's still changing the boots out on some of these. But these 2 we already did, and then everything that way has already been done. So we're getting there. It's a little after 4 now. I should have that other seed truck should be here anytime. He told me an hour and a half, almost 2 hours ago. So I've been watching, but he's not down there. I think I'm going to go down there and just kind of wait and see when he shows up. We can take the boys down there. We can clean up a little bit and organize the seed that we've got in there while we're waiting. So that box or truck that Brock unloaded was all boxes of corn. 15 boxes of corn plus the 6 that I did. We got 21 boxes of corn. That's a lot. That's a lot of dollars corn sitting there. But this truck is all paper bags, it looks like. So we're going to fill this row in. Warehouse is going to get full. Oh, man. Well, we filled in my corner here. Yesterday, I cleaned all that stuff up and put our steel back in there.
We have a box that's broken.
Yeah, we got a box that's leaking. They're going to come pick it up sometime and replace it. But we found it. Yeah, so tomorrow, Brock and I might work on trying to hang some more steel. We have decided that we can really do this other section over there. We can pull the wires down for those lights pretty easily in the conduit there so we don't bury it, and get at least those 3 bays done that we can still get to. So I think we're going to try and work on that tomorrow. We will see how it goes here. But yeah, it'd be nice to have another row to put some seed in there. Oh, it's going to be a tight one though. You guys see Brayson's eye? Check it out. How'd you do it?
I was playing kids versus friends in basketball. I was trying to steal the ball from the parent, and I hit my eye on another kid's head.
Yep. Parents versus kids basketball on Sunday, and he got hit in the face with another kid's head. Swelled up real fast. Now it's all black and blue, and he's the coolest. You're the coolest kid in school, aren't you? Uh-huh. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know what percentage of the corn that we just got in today. 3 full semi-loads. It's definitely not all of it. Might be more than half.
I wish I could keep it forever.
You wish you could keep your black eye forever? Yeah, huh? It might be more than half. We are slightly over half on the beans, so we've got a long ways to go there yet, which I fully expect all of these rows to get filled out. This one here, we need to restack anyway. I think we've got some in every row, but some of these will come out a lot more. And I don't have anything in here. I saved this for bagged beans, for paper bags, which we will have some, but not near as many as what we get in boxes.
Got a new forklift.
Yeah, they already saw that. Oh, gross. You're eating that snow ice off the pavement from outside? It's dirty. Look how dirty it is. Oh, gross. Ugh. Anyway, yeah, it's filling up. We got lots of room, though. We'll get this big man lift out of here. I'm going to take all the empty boxes and some of the pallets out of here and stuff, so we've got some more room to move stuff out. We might consider rearranging the tree a little bit, turning it sideways, so we got a little more. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching today, guys. Appreciate your support watching. Make sure you like the video, hit the thumbs up button, and subscribe to the channel. Sorry, I'm distracted. We will see you again tomorrow. All right, guys, before we end this video, the boys have a favor to ask of you. They are doing something at school. What are we doing at school, boys?
We're doing Kids Heart Challenge.
Kids Heart Challenge. And who's that for? Do you know? What's the organization?
To jump ropes.
No.
American Heart.
American Heart Association. And what are you going to do at school?
We're gonna
Jump rope.
For how long?
1 hour.
Do you think you can jump rope for an hour?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. So, what would we like people to do today?
Donate for our Kids Heart Challenge.
Yep. And do you know how they can do that?
By clicking a button.
Clicking a button. So we're going to put a link down in the description, and they each have their own page, so there'll be 2 links. Pick whichever one you want. I'm trying to keep them even, but that's a little easier said than done. So we're going to put those in the description. Don't feel obligated or anything, but if you would like to donate to the Kids Heart Challenge for the Hilltop Elementary School for Ryland and Brayson Baker, they're asking for your support. So what do we say?
Please.
What else do we say?
Thank you.
Thank you. Please and thank you.